What's up, boys? One of our favorite bands, Dance Gavin Dance, is streaming they're streaming a concert tonight. So me and Taco and the homies are trying to figure out how we can stream it. So Taco had an extra 40-inch smart TV. We're gonna bring it out here, and then I was like, well, we got the surround sound out here now, but the problem is our optical cord to make that play is it's a little short. It's about a foot short. So I think we're gonna try to, like, I don't know, figure something out. But anyways, so you guys saw the video of it running. We weren't cycling the thermostat and we could not move it. There's less than 4 quarts of tranny fluid in the transmission, so I've got a really good feeling that's the problem why it wouldn't move. So we're gonna put some tranny fluid in. And then on our water, I disconnected this spout, not on camera, but opened it and started pouring water down it, and I poured a whole gallon, and well, you can see it right there. I poured almost 2 gallons down the block. Well, the other one was kind of empty, so not kind of empty, it was about half it. There's over a gallon I poured in the block. So that was probably our problem with the thermostat. So what I'm going to do today, it's Saturday. James got mandatoried at work today on base, so he should be off here in the next here in the next hour or so. He's going to come out, and we're going to go wake old Whitebeard Chris up. We're going to move his hunk of shit out the way. I'm going to clean this bed up. Clean the inside up, get the shit off of it. You see where I'm going with this? I'm gonna put, well, we already put coolant in. I'm gonna put tranny fluid in it, and I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. I've got new bed bolts to put in since I lost 2, and the 2 we had were really crusty. I'm gonna run those 4 bed bolts in, and then I've got to tack up that little brake line bracket that's down there where the C-notch is now. I'm gonna tack that up with the welder and try to do that before James gets here. And then boys, we're gonna try to move this thing today. That's our goal for today. We're there. We're done dilly-dallying. We're gonna move Chris's truck out. We're gonna put tranny fluid in it, clean the bed out, get rid of all this shit, put it up. And I won't drive it really for say, because we're still open header, and I know the truck already runs rich. I don't have an air to fuel ratio gauge, but I know it runs rich because how smoky it got in here. And then plus it's open header, so the O2 sensors are right there exposed to open fresh air. So that's telling the O2 sensors that there's too much air and not enough fuel. So that then commands the front side, the injectors, to dump more fuel. Then you have an extreme rich condition. We don't want that, because then you've got too much fuel in the cylinders, and that's not good. So mainly we're just going to try to just idle it, give it as minimal gas as it needs to back out here. We'll back it out, and then basically run it kind of forward and backwards, make sure it goes through the gears. Obviously no more than first, but yeah, that's our goal for today. Finally, it's late December. We started this project in February, and we're finally about to roll it out under its own power. And that's my mission for today, is to be able to put it in gear, start it up, and without a chain, strap, four-wheeler, somebody pushing it or nothing, I want this bitch to drive itself out. So here we go.
Go ahead and show Matt. Go ahead and show him what you just poured in there.
Don't worry about it, bud. It's fine. Hey, it wouldn't go into gear, so we slapped a little 10W40 in there.
Hey, it's blue.
It's the same. See, look. Look, see, it's the same. It's the same.
Woo.
Yeah. Look. See? Same thing.
Same, but different.
But different. Woo-hoo! So we cleaned the bed out for the most part. Went ahead and put the brake lights in, hooked it up. I didn't put the bed bolts in, but should be okay. Maybe. No, I need to not be lazy and jack it up, put the bed bolts in. We put a gallon and a half or so of tranny fluid in it. So should be all right. We hooked up the old overflow tank per James's suggestion. I didn't remember that this was a pressurized system, so we gotta have a little overflow tank. I welded up the little brake bracket thing. I think we're ready to fire it back up and see what happens. So went ahead and threw the intake on just to see. We haven't tried to fire it up with the mass airflow hooked up since we got it running the first time. So maybe it works now. Probably not. I will know because it won't start. It just won't start with that. That's what it done before. Just connect it. Okay. Second try every time.
I'm calling third try.
Backfire. Might be okay. still ain't working, so hopefully it's something stupid. Maybe it just doesn't have power, or we'll figure it out. that I'm putting it in reverse. Okay, so it's not seeing that I'm shifting. It's not seeing that I'm shifting. It's not responding.
You have the transmission plugged in?
I just tried to turn it off again like this.
Do you have the transmission plugged in?
I'll double check. I'm pretty sure I plugged it back in.
It was chopping.
It's doing that. It wasn't doing that surging with the mass airflow not plugged in. Probably just needs calibrated. All right, so I'm gonna jack up that side and make sure that the tranny plug is plugged in all the way, because the only parameter I know to check is commanded gear and current gear, and they don't respond to the shifter. So either that doesn't read through the PCM or it's not plugged in. So we'll check on that right quick and then we'll try again.
Talking about ears, what are you talking about?
There's ears on the shaft of the pump, like where the collar of the torque converter goes into the transmission. There's ears on the pump that torque converter has to catch into. And if you don't have it slid all the way in and just kind of in, it'll shear the ear. Just imagine it like splines. It'll shear the splines off. You'll never hear it. They say most of them don't squeak or don't do nothing. We might have a torque converter problem. Maybe. Maybe. Because it doesn't see any gear, which may or may not be that just can't read that. Maybe. It is bone dry up here at the cooler, which it should. I looked up, it said it should have 70 psi in park, neutral, or overdrive. So 70 psi should be enough to pump. There should be something here on the cooler, and it's bone dry. So I guess we'll try to fire it up and just roll it through the gears, and if nothing's here, I know nothing's going to come through it.
The problem is that there's a problem.
Hang on. Give me that STP bottle.
It ain't going to leak.
Just in case. That shit's gonna squirt everywhere.
Squirter of the dust though.
It'd be wet if anything was going to come out of it already. Hit the menu and then go to a data grid. Oh. It's down there at the bottom, it'll say. Let it level itself out. Don't give it throttle. It's not picking it up, huh?
It says not available.
What?
I don't think
Oh, it said commanded gear.
reverse.
I wonder why it's not available. Put it in park. Kill it. You did it too. See, I told you. It's so easy to do. Okay, our mass airflow sensor does work, but it's not calibrated, so that's cool. That's 90 bucks.
Right now.
Yeah, it's 90 bucks I don't have to spend, but It do need some calibrating though. We did backfire some fireballs through it.
Well, do you want my honest opinion, or do you want me to be nice to Matt?
We're all being honest here. Matt's over there on the phone, so.
Matt's over there slurping up a lot of poop. A lot of goo.
See, the problem is that there's a problem. But the only problem is that we don't know what the problem is.
Hell, that's could be it.
That's probably 99% of the
I
problem.
mean, theoretically, I'm speaking.
That could be the problem. You know what the main problem is? 4L60. Since GoPros don't have zoom, I'll do this. That works right.
All right, boys. So I had a phone call with Booker's Transmission, which they build some pretty reputable racing transmissions. This one's still got some in it.
They know about the phone call. We were recording.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Anyways, he's like, yeah, dude, if you're not moving any fluid out of the cooler lines, your pump's not engaging. Which is most likely we didn't put the torque converter in right, but I'm gonna go back and look at that, which I think we did, because I remember feeling two different levels of.
We can go back and look at the video.
Yeah, we'll go back and look at the video and see what we think, because I remember filming that. And then, but anyways, you guys have been hearing me say it. I don't really trust this transmission dude that did this one that much. So what I'm gonna do is, I know Booker Transmission is very reputable here. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna pull the transmission. I guess we'll pull the pump cover and try to look at it ourselves, but I'm gonna have them go through it anyways. But we're gonna pull the transmission tonight, at least get it out on a platter, so that this next week I'm off, so I can go drop it off. The only thing that sucks about Booker's Transmission is they're about an hour, almost 2 hours away from here. But hell, I went 2 hours for rims, didn't I? So why wouldn't I go 2 hours for transmission? But yeah, so we're gonna eat, get some drinks. The fridges are dry, and if we're gonna be working, we need some refreshments. So yeah. Hey, don't let Austin leave.
It's Grand Theft Auto.
Steph already left.
Walk, it's Grand Theft Auto.
What?
Walk, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, fuck you. You don't want none of this. You may be wide, but you ain't this wide. What's up then? What's up then? Huh? You don't want to smoke.
See, who cares if it's supposed to have that play? I'm sure it is.
Stop pulling it like that. You're gonna fucking destroy it.
Shut up.
That missing gasket right there is that piece right there.
Oh yeah.
Like it was pushed.
I wonder if that has it seized. All right, so we pulled it. GoPro's not gonna catch it, but the little ears down inside the pump are both there. We can see them. It's not broken off, and they're like at a very even position, so we know they're not just floating in there. So if the ears on the pump aren't broken, I mean, and then when we spin it, if we spin the smaller shaft, you can hear a squealing like right here in line with the pump. Or, well, now it's not squealing, it just, there it goes. Yeah, so pretty sure it's not supposed to sound like that, we looked at the torque converter, and there is some metallic sludge in the splines. All the splines are good. None of them are snapped, so we know nothing like sheared off and broke.
Give it to you.
The what? The what?
The glove.
Oh shit! I haven't
Keeps
seen
trying
it.
to jack them.
But I don't know. There's some metallic trash in the converter. It was on a little bit of the splines in here. That was a used converter, so I don't fucking know. I'm gonna hit Booker up and see if they can test converters. I'm sure they can. But yeah, I'm at the point where I'm not into like sliding this bitch in and out 2 or 3 more times. So I'm just gonna eat it, take it to Booker, and have them look it over. Make sure homeboy even did rebuild it, because something just tells me he didn't. And yeah, so I'm gonna take this up to Booker, have them go through it, see if they can deal with the converter too. I'm gonna take that to him too. We'll go from there, boys. We're stunning again. One more little setback. One more setback. Oh well. We're on the right path. We're getting this shit figured out. We're learning the hard way 6 times over before we get it figured out. But it's getting late. We're pooped. That wore us the fuck out. Chris done did too damn much. He was down there crawling, got his Wolverine hoodie all fucking dirtied up in that wonderful smelling tranny fluid. And not the kind of tranny fluid he's used to.
Title of the video is gonna be Chris finally worked on the truck. Everyone always says no, he never works on it.
Dakota's gonna like that shit.
Yeah,
He's
right.
gonna eat that up. Old Whitebeard finally did something. No, hey, we just threw dirt all over to make it look like he did something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, boys. Another letdown, but that's all right. In case y'all were wondering, I still didn't put the bed bolts in. Said I was gonna do that 3 times now. And look at that, truck's on jack stands again. How about that shit? That's all right. It'll give us give me more time to do some body work, I guess. Put the bed bolts in. Try to tidy up the interior a little bit. Maybe figure out my gauge situation. And then, yeah, I need to figure out my fan situation too. Shit's kind of janky. But other than that, you guys didn't really care for the drop kind of sus stickers. They didn't sell worth a damn. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. We have the Among Us is the new one. So y'all seen the one in the middle with the bowl cut.
Sounds like something dead.
Well, I just farted, so. But yeah. So if you guys want these, they'll be on the site soon. By the time this video comes out, they'll be on the site. We're gonna do them for $7 a piece, $6.99. If you want to buy both of them that we have right now, we'll sell them to you for $10 in a package together. And then of course we've got the air fresheners, lanyards, and some other stickers. I still have beanies. And yeah, so if you guys want to show us some love, help us pay for transmission stuff.
This is all a 4060 is good for. Trash can.
That's it, boys. Peace out. Be human. We'll see you later.